Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Parasha Pointers, where we delve into the weekly Parasha and we look for inspiration of how to inspire ourselves to become better parents and to raise our children the best possible way. This week's message is dedicated by Danny Aghbashoff in honor of his wife Tal and by Albert Esses in honor of his wife Grace. This week's Parasha talks about the final speech that Moshe Rabbeinu gave to the Jewish people at the end of his life. And this came before he was going to part his ways with the Jewish people, and they were going to enter the land of Israel. And Moshe Rabbeinu, he goes through and he reminisces all about the past and all the years that he spent together and tried to glean some important lessons to give to the Jewish people that they should have to take with them preceding their entrance to the land. Rashi talks about Moshe Rabbeinu's mentioning of the Het HaMeraglim. When they sent the spies into the land of Israel to go and see the land, and they came back and the Jewish people said, we can't go. One of the things that the Jewish people say in the Pasuk is that, you know why we're not going to Canaan? You know why we're not going to that land? Because, and the Pasuk says, it is because Hashem hates us, that he brought us out of the land of Egypt to hand us over to the Amorites to wipe us out. That's what the Pasuk says. It's shocking. Rashi quotes the Midrash, which explains the perspective of the Jewish people with a parable. He says you have a king, and he has two children, and he has two plots of land. One plot of land is just, the thing is just unbelievable. It has all the irrigation you need. You don't have to worry about anything. While the other one is not. It constantly needs irrigation. It constantly needs work. And he gives one of his children, the more liked child, that irrigated land that needs no work. And he gives the other child the land that needs a lot of, it was arid, very, very dry, and need a lot of work. So too the Jewish people said, look, we were in Egypt. Hashem gave the Egyptians a land with the Nile that just totally easily irrigates everything. They don't have to worry about rain and nothing is all done. But to us, he's going to send us to Canaan where we're going to have to pray and be reliant on rain. Hashem hates us. He didn't give us that easy road. This was an amazing generation. It was a generation that saw miracles, yet they fell into this very dangerous trap. The Midrash is explaining to us that they wanted a life of ease and comfort. They didn't want to have to rely on rain. They didn't want that. They wanted to have like the Nile. Just irrigate my crops. The Jews wanted such a life. No stress. However, Hashem wanted the Jewish people to enter the land of Canaan. He wanted them to have that relationship. Hashem did not give the people what they felt that they needed. He gave them what they needed to grow, to become the people that they're going to become. That's love. The Jewish people thought Hashem hated them. Little did they know how much Hashem loved them. So, when you understand that mind frame, now you can understand our children a little bit. We all want to raise children that are happy and well-adjusted and loved. But we got to know that true love is not just giving them everything they want. That's not love. Just like Hashem would never love the Jewish people by giving them a life of ease that's not going to help them grow and develop, so too with our children. Loving parents do not give their children all that they want. They give them what they need to grow into healthy adults. And we can't be lured into this false notion that we have no choice when it comes to getting our children the things that they want. They can't just go wherever they want. They can't eat whatever they want. They can't have any gadget they want. We can't just let them just do whatever. They will not feel loved if we do that, by the way. By the very parents who want to show their love, they're not going to feel love. Children want to be guided. And when they know that their parents make decisions based on what's good for them, they will happily oblige because they know that they're truly cared for. Parents often hear their children say, you hate me. If you really love me, you would let me go this or do this or get that. You know what a parent should respond? Good try, but I love you anyway. Because the child doesn't really mean that he's hated. I once heard Rav Arlowek, the mashgiach from Torah Or, He said that Tisha B'Av, which is coming up on Sunday, is called a Moed. The Moed is it's like a holiday, but Moed literally means a meeting place. It's a time where we meet Hashem. How can Tisha B'Av be considered like a holiday? He says like this, imagine for a moment you have a person who's suffering and he has a disease and he's very worried that his legs, there's no feeling in his legs. He's worried that he lost the feeling in his legs. They're going to need to be amputated. So he goes to the doctor. All of a sudden the doctor takes out a hammer and boom, smacks it on his knee, and all of a sudden, he's in pain. The doctor's happy, but the patient is in pain, crying. The doctor says, you don't understand. I wanted to see if you have feelings in your legs. If you have feelings in your legs and you feel the pain, that means you're alive. That's a real relationship. When we get a little bit of a patch, a little bit of a hit from Hashem, we have a Tisha B'Av, we have things that don't go exactly the way we want it to go. That's Hashem's loving embrace. That's Hashem giving us that little patch. And when we know that, and we have that bitachon and emunah that Hashem's doing all that's good for us, we know that we're very much loved. In fact, on Tisha B'Av, it's one of the greatest expressions of Hashem's love, because instead of destroying us, He destroyed the Beit HaMikdash. So, knowing this and understanding this will help us to raise our children in the right way. To explain to them, I love you, I want the best for you, I want you to grow, I want you to become great. And with that, Be'ezat Hashem, with the right communication, with love, the guidance that we give our children will be an expression of that love, and we will grow with them together. Shabbat Shalom.